Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Game of the Week basketball broadcast, heard exclusively online at KOFO.com. Tonight, the Wellsville Eagles host the West Franklin Falcons. Our Game of the Week basketball coverage is brought to you by Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Kansas State Bank, also by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, Bank Midwest, Wellsville High School, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Luke Queen for tonight's KOFO Game of the Week.
And welcome everybody here to Wellsville High School. We're back here to get ready for the boys varsity contest as Wellsville playing host to West Franklin. The Falcons 0-16 on the year, facing off against the 7-7 Wellsville Eagles, who came in pretty hot, have won 5 of their last 6, but they are coming off of a loss on Tuesday night at Burlington, where they were defeated by the Wildcats 75-70. But again, had won 5 straight contests prior to that loss on Tuesday night, prior to Tuesday's ball game. Defeated Osawatomie 61-43 last Friday. Prairie View 62-37, 66-29 over Anderson County. That was coming off the heels of playing Anderson County out of the Baldwin tournament, where they defeated the Bulldogs 52-48. And then prior to that, it defeated Bishop Ward 63-45. So it had been a great stretch of ball for Wellsville, but were defeated on Tuesday at the hands of Burlington 75-70. West Franklin continues to look for that first victory of the year. Played the last few weeks in a difficult situation as they've had kind of their leading scorer and shot maker, Cade Fisher, had been out since right after the holiday break at Central Heights when he had a high ankle sprain and has had to be in street clothes most nights out. But, pardon me, is back here for this evening's contest and hopefully will give a lift to the West Franklin Falcon offense, which has been struggling to score over the last few games. But with the return of Fisher, we'll see if they can get the offense going for the Falcons here this evening against Wellsville, who likes to put pressure out early. They like to pressure the ball and create turnovers, full court pressure, and see if they can get easy buckets out of that. But we will just see what West Franklin has in store. We're going to take our first timeout. It'll be a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and get you ready for action from here at Wellsville High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
The staff and faculty at Wellsville High School, along with the administration of USD 289, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck to the girls and boys basketball teams this season. We could talk all about the ABCs of dining, appetizer, beverage, and course, but that would lead to the DEFs, dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting dinner destination in South Ottawa. Juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is prime time. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
And welcome back here to Wellsville High School. Luke Queen with you in the Kermit Dieterding Gym here at Wellsville High School as the 0-16 Falcons traveled over to Wellsville to face off with the 7-7 Eagles. Wellsville winners of 5 of their last 6, lost on Tuesday night at Burlington by a final of 75-70. Starting lineup for Wellsville, much of the same as we've been used to seeing all year long here, as they have 6'1" senior number 2 Luke Richards. He's joined in the backcourt by 5'7" senior number 11 Drake Amold. At a wing position, a 6'2" junior, number 14, three-point specialist Caden O'Neill. In the post, 6'1" senior, number 21, Cole Swanson. And at the other front court position, it is 6'1" junior, number 23, Jackson Showalter. Richards, Amold, O'Neill, Swanson, and Showalter, the starting five for Wellsville. For West Franklin, 6' junior, number 1, Nathan Howard. He's joined by 5'8" senior, number 3, Matthew Gilkey. Number 11, 6' senior, Cameron Johnson. Number 23, a 6' freshman, Trey Rogers. And back as advertised, 6'6" junior, number 35, Kate Fisher, back in to the lineup here for West Franklin. So Howard, Gilkey, Johnson, Rogers, and Fisher, the starting five for West Franklin. Teams have come over to their benches and they're about to be introduced. It will be the starters. Wellsville again, 7-7 on the year. Winners of 5 of their last 6. Got off to a real slow start, as I think they were probably looking for somebody to really take in the scoring load last year with the graduation of Zach Vance and Jackson Dwyer here recently. Have been kind of scoring threats for the Eagles, and some younger players having to step up and fill in the roles there for the Eagles. But they have kind of ironed some things out, and they are getting things going here at the right time as they're looking to make a push for seeding when it comes time for the postseason. West Franklin, again, just had trouble putting the ball in the hole with consistency all year, then losing their top scorer in Fisher there for about the last 3.5, maybe 4 weeks with the high ankle sprain. But Fisher making his return here this evening to see if he can give a boost to this Falcon team and see if they can get a couple victories as they head towards postseason play. As again, the starters for West Franklin, Nathan Howard, Matthew Gilkey, Cameron Johnson, Trey Rogers, and Cade Fisher. For Wellsville, it'll be Luke Richards, Drake Amold, Caden O'Neill, Cole Swanson, and Jackson Showalter. As the teams get introduced here, we'll get ready again. It will be a pressure defense from Wellsville as they like to get out and press, go out on the run, see if they can create turnovers and turn them into easy buckets. They're not afraid to pass the ball around and work it on the offensive end. West Franklin going to try and do much of the same as they will work it around on the offensive end. They came out, were trying to maybe get up and down the floor a little bit early on in the season. Have kind of slowed the pace down here since the holiday break, and see if they can work through their offense and see if they can get good looks at the basket against this tough Wellsville defense. Swanson and Fisher going to jump center here as the officials get themselves set and ready for action from here at Wellsville High. All tossed up. Fisher gets the tip, but he tips it right to Caden O'Neill for Wellsville, who's on the attack here early. Swanson with it right side, now out to O'Neill. Cross-court pass intended for Showalter, deflected there by Rogers. Looked like it might have gone off the hands of Showalter, but the officials saw it differently. It will stay here with Wellsville. So Luke Richards to trigger it in. It's an in out top to Amold. Ball swung around the top of the key by Wellsville. Now to the high post. Swanson into the corner. O'Neill, look at a three from the wing, is up, and it is good. Caden O'Neill, first three-point attempt is up and good. Luke Richards applying pressure to Matthew Gilkey in the backcourt. Knocks it away, and off the foot of Gilkey does Richards. It'll go back to Wellsville. Richards a great defender, especially a one-on-one in this situation. He just hounds the ball handler out top for the opposing team. Richards kicks into the corner. O'Neal has another look at a three. This time comes up short. Battle for the rebound taken by Showalter, and he will be called for the traveling violation. A little bit of an extra hop there as he was trying to get himself into the middle of the lane. Good, strong move, but just a little extra step there. Wes Franklin gets it into Hauer. He'll bring it across the timeline. Has it knocked away there by Amold. It'll go out of bounds, but stay here with Wes Franklin. Rogers to trigger it in. Gets it towards Gilkey. It's poked away. And the official points that it's towards Wellsville there. It looked like Richards knocked it into the official. But it will stay with. It'll go to Wellsville here. Now the officials are going to talk about it. And now they will change the call. It will stay with Wes Franklin. The official was in. It was a very tight window that the official would be able to see. Coach Rick O'Neal of Wellsville is going to ask why he changed the call here, but it was a tight situation there. And so now we'll go to Wes Franklin here right in front of the Wellsville bench, just in front of half court. Rogers to trigger it in again. This time gets it into Cameron Johnson, who will give it back to Trey Rogers. Johnson in the corner, out top to Gilkey. Gilkey gives it to Fisher. Over to Johnson. Johnson gets a screen there. Going to get it to Fisher. He'll kick it back out. Gilkey with a look from three. High arcing shot, no good. Rebound, Caden O'Neal. Quickly the other way. Jackson Showalter on the run out. Layup is up and good. Quickly a 5-0 lead here for Wellsville. 6:30 remaining. First quarter. Wellsville on top. Johnson on the drive. Loses control there. Able to pick it back up, kick it out to Fisher, but a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Caden O'Neal of Wellsville. Wes Franklin will have it underneath their own basket. Able to reset here. Get the ball in. Going to throw it out top. Fisher will bring it down. Gives it over to Matthew Gilkey along the right wing. Back out to Cade Fisher. Wes Franklin will swing it across around the top of the key. Inside to Fisher, and a whistle and a foul. Has had a mismatch there. As Amold, with 5'7", ended up trying to guard the 6'6" Fisher as he slid down towards the post. First foul is going to go against Amold. Second team foul. Johnson with it. And a whistle and a traveling violation. A little bit of contact there. Johnson tried to get his feet set, but shuffled just a little bit there, and it'll turn it back over to Wellsville. Amold across the timeline, dribbling on the right wing. Out top, Luke Richards. Back to Amold. Going against the 2-3 zone here of West Franklin. Jackson Showalter now in the corner. High post to Caden O'Neal. And a whistle and a foul going to be called here against Nate Hauer. His first team foul on the Falcons. Not sure there was much harm there, but the official on the backside saw it differently. Whistles the foul. All into O'Neal. Now to Amold. He drives baseline and kicks it back out. Caden O'Neal. Pass to Jackson Showalter. Tough catch there. Showalter's pass deflected and taken away by Wes Franklin. Matthew Gilkey trying to drive in. Loses it momentarily. He'll give it off to Trey Rogers. His shot up, blocked there by Showalter and brought down by Swanson. Gives it over to Drake Amold. He's driving into the teeth of the defense. Tries to cross court to Showalter. Has to chase it down in the corner. Off Luke Richards now. His pass is deflected, but Amold able to track it down. O'Neal with it in the corner and a three-pointer on the way, and second three-point basket for Caden O'Neal is good. 3 minutes in, it is 8-0. Matthew Gilkey will look at a three, thought about it, hesitated, then decided to go ahead and take it, and it was too strong off the back rim. Wellsville going to come back on the offensive attack. Get it to Swanson at the high post. He'll kick it out. Jackson Showalter with a look at a three off the front rim. Rebound brought down by Johnson for West Franklin. Matthew Gilkey now brings it across the timeline, working against Richards. Gets it over to Cameron Johnson. Johnson to Fisher at the top of the key. Howard, a three-point look from the far side, no good. Battle for the rebound will go out of bounds off of Wellsville and stay with West Franklin. Philip Swank and Shane Burrs are going to check in for West Franklin. And Ian Smith and Jimmy Dorsey going to check into the ball game for Wellsville. It's a 30-second timeout will be called here by West Franklin. We're going to keep it right here through the timeout. It's just 30 seconds. 8-0 here, 3.5 minutes gone by in quarter number one. Wellsville 8, West Franklin 0. A couple three-pointers from Caden O'Neill. And a bucket by Jackson Showalter on the fast break. Falcons just haven't gotten their rhythm figured out quite yet on the offensive end. So Fisher takes his seat as Swank and Berzer check into the ball game. Rogers gets it in to Howard. It's deflected by Smith, but Howard able to get it. Gets it over to Swank. Now out to Gilkey. West Franklin moves it around to Shane Berzer down in the block. Out to Rogers. Three-pointer on the way. Just short, no good. Rebound brought down by Dorsey. O'Neill the other direction. Tried to go ahead looking for Ian Smith on the run out, but deflected off the hands of Shane Berzer. Nice job getting back there by Shane. Knocked it away. It'll be a Wellsville's ball underneath their own basket here with 4:04 remaining. Quickly the ball in. Shot on the way from Zeb Harris. Or Wellsville just checked into the ball game, and the three-pointer is up and good. So Harris 1 for 1 from the floor tonight. He's got 3 points. Wellsville extends the lead out to 11. Falcons moving around the top of the key. Gilkey now driving in on O'Neill. Has to kick it back out to Philip Swank. Matthew Gilkey once again with it in the corner. He'll dribble back out. Kick it over to Howard along the left wing. Gilkey, look at a three from straight away. Just a little bit too strong. No good. And it popped up, hit the cord that helps to support the goal there, so it'll be called out of bounds, and the ball will go to Wellsville. O'Neill brings it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Jimmy Dorsey, right wing. Back to O'Neill. Ian Smith at the high post. Ball knocked away. Matthew Gilkey comes away with it. He's going to dribble into the lane here. And a whistle and a foul is going to go against West Franklin, or excuse me, against Wellsville. Is going to keep the ball with West Franklin. Foul is going to be on Caden O'Neill, which is his second personal foul. Richards and Swanson checking back in. They'll take over for Smith and O'Neill. Nate Howard underneath his own basket to trigger it in here for West Franklin. Gets it into Rogers. Rogers works to his right to Swank. Now Matthew Gilkey. Thought about the three. West Franklin working around the top of the key. Gilkey again with a look from straight away, no good. Long rebound comes back out to Gilkey. All over to Rogers. He'll take the three, and the eye-arcing shot goes in. Trey Rogers, 3 points. And West Franklin on the board now 11-3. Wellsville with the lead. Eagles working it around the top of the key. Luke Richards between the circles. Going to move to his left. Now pulls it back out to his right. Gives it off Jimmy Dorsey. Thought about the three. Step back. Thought about it again, but passes it off over to Showalter. Now the ball finds its way to the high post. Cole Swanson, 15-footer, a little bit too strong. Loose ball rebound picked up by West Franklin. Trey Rogers into the front court. Finds Nate Howard. Howard finds Berzer, 15-footer from the elbow, no good. Harris chases down the rebound for the Eagles. Gets it over to Richards. Richards drives. Pardon me, ball knocked away. Will go out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Wellsville underneath their own basket. 1:56 remaining in the first quarter. 11-3 our score. Amold checks back in, finds Showalter. Back to Amold, who's going to drive baseline. Now gets it out. Jimmy Dorsey, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound brought down by Johnson. His pass ahead, looking for Shane Berzer, deflected by Jackson Showalter. And then Showalter able to pick up the loose ball. Berzer had a little bit of a run out, but the pass was just behind him. Now pass forward as West Front comes away with a steal intended for Philip Swank, is off the fingertips and out of bounds. We'll go back over to Wellsville. A little bit of a sloppy play here, back and forth. Here in the last 30 seconds, more turnovers than shots taken. Amold dribbles between the circles, over to Showalter, now down to Richards, finds Cole Swanson, baseline. He'll give it over to Dorsey. Double team there, kicks it out. Drake Amold has a look at a three, a little bit strong, but Showalter picks up the rebound. He'll kick it out to Dorsey. Dorsey hands off to Amold. He's on the drive. Shot is up, rolls around the rim and in. Drake Amold also fouled on the take. Shot is good. First bucket of the night for Drake. And the foul is on number 32, Shane Berzer, his first. Drake Amold looking to get the three-point play as he toes the stripe here. 57.8 seconds remaining in this first quarter, and the shot from Amold is good. Lead out to 11, 14-3, Wellsville on top. Gilkey will dribble it across the timeline, being guarded out top by Richards. Gilkey gets the drive, shot up off the glass is good. Tough take there by Matthew Gilkey, but a nice move. Quickly Wellsville into the front court the other way. A little bit out of control, Richards. His shot up off the glass, brought down by Johnson. Kick it over to Cade Fisher, who checked back into the ball game. Fisher working out top. Needs a little bit of help now, has the ball taken away by Dorsey. Dorsey pulls it back out, gets it to Drake Amold. Amold into the lane, kicks it out. Richards with a corner three look. The shot is up, and it is good. Nice job there by Drake Amold to slow things down and get a good look for Richards. Swank going to break the press, tries it over the top. That's saved there by Johnson. Swank goes up, has it partially blocked. No time left as Dorsey puts up a 25-footer that's no good, and we've reached the end of quarter number one. Wellsville 17, West Franklin 5. Back in 60 seconds with high school basketball here on KOFO.com.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education. Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Yeah, welcome back. So we're getting underway here in quarter number two. West Franklin gets it into the backcourt to Shane Berzer. He'll get it over across to Matthew Gilkey as the Falcons will set up their offense. Try to get it into Fisher. He was in a double team there, taken away by Wellsville. Pass here as Richards was trying to find Ian Smith. Berzer was there and was going to take that away and a whistle and a foul on Smith. It's his first, the fourth team foul on Wellsville. So Eagles will set up their full court pressure defense here. Officials double checking they've got everything under the right way. Cam Johnson here will trigger it inbounds. Gets it into Hauer. Hauer will get it back to Johnson. Johnson will bring it across the timeline. Now leaves it back for Matthew Gilkey. Gilkey sets up the offense here for West Franklin. Johnson on the drive. Double team there, kicks it out. Hauer, good look from three, just a little bit strong. Long rebound chased down by Ian Smith. Luke Richards pushes it up the floor. He gets it to Cole Swanson, partially blocked, but the rebound and the stick back there from Smith is Wellsville's lead up to 14. Now the ball stolen away by Swanson. It's Caden O'Neill, now to Luke Richards along the left wing. Outside Drake Gamold. Richards over to Caden O'Neill. Going to drive baseline. Going to go at Fisher. Shot up over Cade. No good. Rebound brought down by Shane Berzer. He'll hand it off to Matthew Gilkey. Gilkey will bring it across the timeline. Fisher, top of the key. Gives it to Johnson on the back cut. He's going to flip one up there. We've got a blocking foul that's going to be called here. Going to go against Ian Smith. And it's going to send Cameron Johnson to the free throw line to shoot two here. Smith a little slow to get up. They might have taken a knee there to the thigh, a little Charlie horse. Smith able to get to his feet, walk on his own. Rick O'Neill going to come get him out of the ball game here just to make sure Ian's okay. He's going to send Jackson Showalter in to replace him. The second foul on Ian Smith as well. It's the fifth team foul on the Eagles here in the first half. Johnson's first free throw, too strong, no good. Dorsey going to check back into the ballgame, as is Rogers and Swank for West Franklin. Dorsey will replace Swanson for Wellsville. Second one from Cameron Johnson off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Jimmy Dorsey for Wellsville. Trey Camel will bring it across the timeline. Works out top. We'll get it to the high post to Showalter. Now they get it to Caden O'Neill to high post after the ball was kicked out. His shot no good. Rebound, Jimmy Dorsey. He puts up a six-footer that's a little bit too strong, and the rebound brought down by West Franklin. Swank gets it up. Nice pass to Shane Berzer, who puts a shot up off the glass and in. First bucket for Berzer. Ball tried to be forced down inside, knocked away there by West Franklin. Fisher came up with it. Now Cade has a look from the left wing for three, just a little bit too short. And Amold will chase down the loose ball rebound here for Wellsville. Amold works inside, kicks it out. Caden O'Neill, three-point look up on the way is good. Third three-pointer of the first half here for O'Neill. He's got 9. Leads the way for Wellsville, who's now back up 15 at 22-7. Cade Fisher driving. Shot up off the glass is up and good. First bucket for Fisher in about 5 weeks. We'll see how much stamina he has. Rogers deflects the pass out of bounds as it was intended from Amold to Dorsey. Swanson will check back in to replace Luke Richards for Wellsville. Eagles still have possession here. Get it out to Drake Amold between the circles. Works to his right to Swanson. Swanson being guarded by Johnson. Gets by him. Goes baseline. Shot up off the glass is up and good. Cole Swanson's first bucket of the evening. A strong take there. Fisher trying to get it in there to Philip Swank. Had it knocked away. It'll go out of bounds, but will stay with West Franklin. Wellsville pressure is making it very difficult on West Franklin here to get the ball inbounds. Johnson tries to go cross court. Swank had it deflected, knocked away by Showalter into the hands of Jimmy Dorsey. He'll pass it forward to Amold, and Wellsville will go back on the offensive attack. O'Neill, a look from three from the left wing. This one no good, but an offensive rebound by Jackson Showalter. His shot no good. Ball tipped away. Cameron Johnson comes out with it. They'll give it over to Matthew Gilkey, now to Fisher. Had a look at a three, but got it inside as he went to Swank. Swank goes up, had his shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Going to send Philip Swank to the free throw line to shoot two here. 4:35 remaining in the first half. Foul is going to go on number 5, Jimmy Dorsey, his first personal foul. It'll be the 16th foul on Wellsville. Philip Swank's first free throw is up, and it is good. Richards and Kearney check into the ball game. Showalter and Dorsey will check out for Wellsville. Philip Swank second, nothing but the bottom of the net with that one. He's now got 2. Trims the lead down to 13, 24-11. 4:30 remaining here in the first half. O'Neal going to drive to his left, kicks it over to Drake Amel. Moves to his right, hands off with Richards. Now gets it back over to O'Neal. A weave action going on here out top for Wellsville. Get it to Swanson. Swanson has a look at a 3. He pulls the trigger, and it's good. First three-pointer of the night for Cole Swanson. Extends the lead back out to 16. Now the ball poked away from Cameron Johnson on the floor. And we've got a whistle and an alternate possession here. Gives the ball back to Wellsville. Richards got his hands in, poked it away from Johnson. Just loose out on the floor. Wellsville and West Franklin able to cover it up there. The alternate possession goes back to the Eagles. They have a 16-point lead here with just under 4 minutes remaining in the half. O'Neal will bring it across the timeline, gets it over to Swanson. Looking for the cut of Kearney, knocked away there by Howard. It'll go out of bounds underneath. Stay with Wellsville. Dorsey checks back in for Kearney. O'Neal to trigger it in underneath his own basket. Gets it into Swanson. A little quick shot there by Cole, but it's no good, and Fisher brings down the rebound. Gilkey's pass partially deflected there. Now we've got a kick here as he tried to use the bounce pass to get it up to Cameron Johnson. The ball staying here with West Franklin. Get it into Trey Rogers. Trey Rogers to Gilkey. He tried to find Hauer on the backside, intercepted there by Wellsville. Quickly the other way come the Eagles. Jackson Showalter thought about the 3. Now he's going to take a little step back, 16-footer, no good. With the backside rebound and stick back, Jimmy Dorsey there for the Eagles. He's now got 2. And a whistle and a timeout called here by West Franklin. Another 30-second timeout, so again, we'll keep it right here through this one. 3:17 remaining here in the first half. Wellsville 29, West Franklin 11. Checking in for West Franklin will be number 4, Caden Conway, who just went to the scorer's table. We'll find out who he replaced here momentarily. But West Franklin continues to have trouble here against the full court pressure defense of the Wellsville Eagles. So on the floor is Conway, Fisher, Rogers, Berzer, and Gilkey for West Franklin. I'll get it into Trey Rogers. Working along the left side, he'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it over to Fisher in the right corner. Now that's to Matt Gilkey. Gilkey puts it on the floor, gives it to Rogers in the corner. Look at a 3. Shot no good. Rebound brought down by Ian Smith. Amos gets it up to Dorsey. Down underneath to Showalter. Kicks it back out top to Amos. Now he's able to find Ian Smith, who was left all alone under the basket. An easy 2 there for Ian. He now has 4 points. The lead balloons to 20 at 31-11. Gilkey gets it to Fisher. Over to Berzer, and now down along the baseline to Trey Rogers. Cross-court pass to Gilkey. Going to drive. Put a floater up, a whistle and a foul going to go here against Wellsville. I believe it's going to put Matthew Gilkey at the free throw line. Foul on number 32, Ian Smith. And that's going to be his 3rd personal foul. The 7th team foul, so Gilkey going to the free throw line to shoot 2. First shot a little bit too strong, no good. Caden O'Neal going to check in for Ian Smith. Smith just picked up his 3rd personal foul with 2:27 remaining in the half. O'Neal sitting on 2. Second free throw rolls off, no good. Rebound, Luke Richards. Quickly ahead, Drake Amold on the drive, no good. But a whistle and a foul going to go against West Franklin's going to send Amold to the line. The foul's going to go on Cade Fisher. Tried to come over to get the block. Got a lot of body on that one. For Fisher, it's his first. Just the third team foul on West Franklin here in the half. So Drake Amold to the line to shoot two. First shot from Amold is good. Amold with 4 points here in the first half, looking to make it 5 with this. Second free throw. Not the prettiest one, but able to roll in. Gets the shooter's hometown roll here at Wellsville, and the Eagles up by 22. Berzer out top. Tries to get it over to Gilkey. The pass deflected there and goes out of bounds. We'll stay here with West Franklin. Cole Swanson going to check in. He'll take the place of Jimmy Dorsey. Gilkey to trigger it in. He'll get it into Trey Rogers. Back to Matthew Gilkey. Tries to force it in to Cade Fisher. Knocked away and saved there by Luke Richards. He got it into Jackson Showalter. Back to Richards. Quickly gets it up to Swanson. Shot no good. The offensive rebound and the stick-back attempt by O'Neal's no good. And we've got a whistle on the rebound attempt. It's going to go against Cole Swanson of Wellsville. It's his first. It's the 8th team foul, so it's going to send West Franklin down to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Trey Rogers will be the shooter here for the Falcons. Rogers toes the stripe for the first. And it's no good, and Amold brings down the rebound for Wellsville. Quickly the other way, finds Caden O'Neal. A little 4-footer from the baseline is up and good. O'Neal now into double figures, has 11. Lob pass intended for Fisher, picked off there by Richards. Richards going to go the other way, gets it over to Showalter. He thought about the three, now drives. Jump stop, shot up off the glass is good. Jackson Showalter with his second bucket of the night now has 4 points. And they lead out to 26. Gilkey with it across the timeline. Tries to get it over to Berzer. Pass stolen away by Swanson. He'll go up. Layup is up and good. Steal in the bucket there for Cole Swanson. He's now got 7 points for Wellsville. Gilkey brings it across the timeline, into the corner. Now down into Fisher. Kicks it back out to Gilkey. Look at a three. A little too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds off of Wellsville. Will stay with West Franklin. Nathan Hauer and Philip Swank will check back in here for West Franklin. Jimmy Dorsey back into the ballgame for Wellsville. 47.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. Wellsville 39, West Franklin 11. Trey Rogers to trigger it in. Tries to get it into Fisher. Is able to, who finds Nate Hauer on the backside. Nice pass there. Catch and finish from West Franklin. Good pass by Fisher and a good finish by Hauer. Amold kicks it in the corner. Showalter thought about the three. Now drives baseline. Shot adjusted there by Rogers. Looking the other way comes West Franklin. Fisher puts it up off the glass. No good. Loose ball rebound will go out of bounds. It'll be off of Wellsville, so it'll stay here with West Franklin. 20 seconds even on the clock here left in the first half. Ball lobbed in to Fisher. Knocked away by Showalter, but he's going to be whistled for the foul as he kind of went through Fisher to get to that ball. The first foul on Showalter, so Cade Fisher's going to go to the free throw line here to shoot a 1-and-1. That's the 9th team foul on Wellsville. Free throw on the way, too strong, no good. And out of bounds off of West Franklin. We'll give it back to the Eagles here with 16.7 remaining in the first half. Amold will dribble it across the timeline, get it over to Luke Richards. Richards with 10 seconds, working against Shane Berzer. Goes baseline. Now he's going to find Showalter. Kicks it out, Jimmy Dorsey. 3 seconds over to Amold. At the buzzer, three-pointer on the way is good. Drake Amold hits the three at the buzzer, and the score at halftime, Wellsville's 42 and West Franklin 13. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the halftime totals from here at Wellsville High School. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
The staff and faculty at Wellsville High School, along with the administration of USD 289, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck to the girls and boys basketball teams this season.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
And welcome back here to Wellsville High School. I'm Luke Quinn bringing you the action from here this evening as Wellsville leads at halftime over West Franklin by a score of 42-13. Leading the way for Wellsville in the first half, Caden O'Neill. He's got 11 first-half points, including 3 first-half three-point buckets. 8 points for Drake Amold, who got his first 3 of the ballgame at the last second from about 25 feet on the right wing. 7 points for Cole Swanson. 4 points apiece for Ian Smith and Jackson Showalter. 3 points for Zeb Harris and Luke Richards. And 2 points for Jimmy Dorsey for Wellsville. For West Franklin, led by Trey Rogers, he hit an early three-point basket. He's got 3 points. There's 2 points apiece for Nate Hauer, Matthew Gilkey, Philip Swank, Shane Berzer, and Cade Fisher, all with 2 points apiece for the Falcons. But it is a big halftime lead here for Wellsville over West Franklin, 42-13. It's been the full court pressure defense from Wellsville. It has really been the difference in this ballgame. They have forced a bunch of West Franklin turnovers, turn them into buckets, as West Franklin has had trouble against the full court trapping and man defenses that Wellsville continues to throw out at the Falcons. We'll see if they back the pressure down a little bit after the half, but Wellsville has always used that pressure defense to create the easy buckets, and they've done so here in the first half. Wellsville led 17-5 at the end of one quarter, and then outscored West Franklin 25-8 in quarter number 2 to take this 42-13 halftime lead. We're going to take another timeout. We'll take another 2 minutes, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half from here at Wellsville High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
It's late at night. You'd been visiting family, and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
The staff and faculty at Wellsville High School, along with the administration of USD 289, are proud of their student athletes. Not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck to the girls and boys basketball teams this season. Whether you're in the game or working around the house, injuries happen, but not all of them warrant a trip to the ER. For sprains, minor cuts, and less serious ailments, Advent Health Ottawa's Express Care Clinic can help. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole. Visit adventhealthottawa.com. The staff and faculty at Wellsville High School, along with the administration of USD 289, are proud of their student athletes. Not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck to the girls and boys basketball teams this season.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
And welcome back here to the KOFO High School Game of the Week halftime show. Luke Queen with you here at Wellsville High School, where at the half it is the Wellsville Eagles 42 and the West Franklin Falcons 13. Wellsville came in 7-7 overall. They win 5 of their last 6. They dropped a game on Tuesday night at Burlington 75-70. We're going to get back on the winning track here, get above 500 once again. West Franklin continues to struggle offensively as they've had most of the season. They're 0-16. Cade Fisher back for the first time in about 6 weeks, as he was hurt just right after the holiday break. The game against Central Heights with a high ankle sprain. He's finally back here this evening. Hasn't been able to get really involved in much of the scoring action here. Just 2 points apiece for 5 different Falcons. Howard, Gilkey, Swank, Berzer, and Fisher with 2 points apiece. Trey Rogers leads the way with 3. Wellsville is led by Caden O'Neill's 11 first-half points, including 3 3-pointers. 8 points for Drake Amold, 7 points for Cole Swanson. 4 apiece from Jackson Showalter and Ian Smith. Seb Harris has 3, as does Luke Richards, and 2 points for Jimmy Dorsey for the Eagles. But it is a big halftime lead here for Wellsville, 42-13, as they outscored West Franklin in each quarter by double figures, 17-5 in the first quarter. But the second quarter really put the hammer down there defensively, and offensively found their shooting stroke as they outscored the Falcons in the second quarter 25-8. We're going to take one more timeout. This will be a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for second half action from here at Wellsville High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit kramerrx.com.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
This is Craig Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
And welcome back here to Wellsville High School, getting underway in the second half of the boys contest. Wellsville leading West Franklin 42-13. Falcons have the ball here to open up the second half. Cameron Johnson going to get it into Cade Fisher now to Nate Howard down underneath the bucket. He'll be able to kick it back out to Matthew Gilkey. He's going to get it over to Howard. Looks to try to get it inside to Fisher. Just having a lot of trouble getting it in there. Howard's pass deflected, now taken away by the Eagles. Quickly on the run out, Luke Richards. He's going to leave it off to Showalter. Out to Drake Amold out top. Amold loses the dribble, now recovers, and then drives right through the splitting defense there. Amold into double figures with the layup up off the glass. He now has 10. West Franklin with Matthew Gilkey dribbling it outside. He moves to the right. Gets it over to Nate Howard. Has a look at a three. Shot up is in. Three-point basket there for Howard. I think he's only attempted one other three here so far. He's got 5. Now a lack of communication on defense. Cole Slauson just stood wide open underneath the basket. Namo found him, and a whistle and a timeout called here by West Franklin. We'll take it with him, a 60-second timeout. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The staff and faculty at Wellsville High School, along with the administration of USD 289, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck to the girls and boys basketball teams this season.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
And back underway here in Wellsville. West Franklin on the attack. Ball knocked away as Johnson went on the drive. Knocked away there by O'Neill. Go out of bounds, but will stay here with West Franklin. They're underneath their own basket. Trey Rogers looks to trigger it in. Looking to get it into Fisher. Will get it into Howard. Has another look at a three, and another shot is up and good. Nate Howard, 2 3-pointers here to open up the third quarter. Lead's cut down to 27-46-19. Richards drives in, now shut down, will kick it back out. Showalter along the left wing. Thought about the three and give it off to O'Neill. Frank Amold out top. He's going to drive, but we've got a whistle and a foul on the dribble handoff. Caden O'Neill is going to be whistled and called for the foul here. Kind of a moving screen on O'Neill as he handed off to Amold, and he didn't stop his feet or avoid the contact. So his third personal foul. It's the first team foul of the second half on Wellsville. Gives the ball back to West Franklin. Gilkey to Rogers, trying to look down for Fisher. Fisher being kind of covered up there. At least a double team every time. And a whistle and a timeout called here again by West Franklin. And head coach Jerry Messenger upset with his team here, as thought they had the look for Fisher there but didn't get him the ball. Fisher immediately calls the timeout, and he's telling his team, this is what I want to have done here. So we're going to get back under action here. It was a full timeout, but that's just because he used up his 30-second timeouts in the first half. So West Franklin still with the possession will be underneath their own basket. This is what to get the cheerleaders off the floor. West Franklin will reset to get the ball in here. Now, the officials are talking a little bit to the players here. They're kind of holding on to each other there, trying to get in a position. West Franklin inbounds play here, gets it into Gilkey. Going to drive, has it kind of knocked away, tries to get it over to Fisher. Fisher tried to keep control of it, saved it in, but taken away by Wellsville. Jackson Showalter in the corner. He'll have a look at a three, no good. Rebound comes down. Showalter able to get it, and he'll stick it back up and in. First bucket of the second half for Showalter. He's now got 6 on the night. Find Hauer in the corner. Hauer going to trigger again from 3. His third three-pointer here in the third quarter. He's the first Falcon into double figures. He's got 11. Wellsville back on the offensive attack. Works the ball around the top of the key. Swanson has a look at a 3. He triggers, and it's up and good. Cole Swanson, his second three-pointer of the contest. He's now got 12 as he goes into double figures with that jumper. Lead back out to 29. Matthew Gilkey, 15-footer, a little bit wide to the right. Misses everything. Will go out of bounds. Back over to Did you lose me? And back here at Wellsville, sorry about the technical difficulties there. On the drive, Matthew Gilkey shot up, no good. But a whistle and a foul is going to send Gilkey to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go against number 4. That's Aiden Kearney. It's his first personal foul. And the second team foul of the half on Wellsville. Gilkey to the line to shoot 2. Gilkey's first free throw on the way, rolls around the rim and in. Swank checks into the ball game here for West Franklin. He'll replace Trey Rogers. Gilkey toes the stripe for his second. Second free throw on the way is also good. 55-24, 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Wellsville on top big. Dorsey, dribble handoff with Smith. Cross-court pass intercepted there by Nate Hauer. Hauer gets 2 Wellsville defenders, gets the shot up off the glass and in, and he'll draw a foul and be going to the line to shoot 1. Foul's going to go against Ian Smith. That is his 4th personal foul. Third team foul on the Eagles here in the second half. Nate Hauer having himself a good third quarter here. This free throw just a little bit too strong. Saved on the loose ball rebound by West Franklin, but into the hands of Wellsville. Hauer has 11 here in the third quarter, 13 for the ball game. Harris with it left wing, kicks it out to Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey will work it to his right. Gets a screen there from Smith, but a good defense by Phillip Swank slows it down. Aiden Kearney, 15-foot pull-up there, no good, misses everything. Hits the end line, and we'll turn it back over. Again, a Holdhouse substitutions coming in. Swanson, Showalter, O'Neill, Richards, and Amel back into the ball game here for Wellsville. Kind of a hockey line change going on now with the substitutions for the Eagles. Ball passed inside of the block to Fisher. Fisher up off the glass. His shot is good. And a whistle and a foul going to go against Wellsville. Looked like somebody bumped him on the arm. Foul is going to be on number 2. That's Luke Richards. First personal foul tonight on Richards. Cameron Johnson going to check in. He'll replace Hauer for West Franklin. Fisher's free throw short, no good. O'Neill gets the rebound. Caden O'Neill brings it across half court, kicks it into the corner. Showalter drives baseline, now thinks better of it, kicks it back as Wellsville will swing it around the top of the key. Swanson underneath, shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound down on the floor. Cade Fisher comes away with it. Fisher's going to get it over to Gilkey. Now to Swank and to Johnson. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Shane Berzer. He'll put one back up off the glass and in. Second bucket of the night for Berzer. Quickly the other way, Wellsville's coming. Pass from O'Neill to Swanson, a little bit low, tough to handle there. Picked up by Swank, but pass stolen away by Drake Amel. Swanson in the lane, kicks it out. O'Neill has a thought about a three. Rattles around the rim and in. Fourth three-pointer of the night for O'Neill. He's now got 14, the lead back to 28. Matthew Gilkey on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound brought down by Jackson Showalter. Give it over to Drake Amold. Brings it across the timeline. Amold gives it off to O'Neill. Now out to Luke Richards. Swung around the top of the key. Cole Swanson with another look at a three-pointer, and he drains this one as well. 3 for 3 from downtown for Swanson on the evening. Well, let's go back up 31 here at 61-30. Johnson on the drive for West Franklin. Shot up off the glass, no good. Able to get the offensive rebound. He's going to kick it all the way back out top to Matthew Gilkey as Cameron Johnson was in a difficult spot down underneath. Now the lob pass inside. Fisher going to go up off the glass is good. Cade Fisher going to go to the line for another opportunity for the and one here. Foul is going to be on number 21, Cole Swanson of Wellsville. It's the second personal foul on Cole. 15 foul on the Eagles. Swank, Johnson, and Gilkey check out. Rogers, Conway, and Hauer back in. Fisher, free throw this time is good. He gets the three-point play. Cade now with 7 points on the night. Amold sees a lane. He's going to drive in. He goes up. Shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Amold kind of came down funny, but he pops right back up as he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul's on Shane Berzer, his second, first team foul of the half on West Franklin. Amold's first free throw is on the way, and it is good. Drake has 11, looking for 12. 1:31 remaining here in the third quarter. The second one's no good. Rebound is by Luke Richards. Looks like he was on the inline when he came down, but no call. Get it out to Jackson Showalter, who tried a three. Long rebound, again brought down by Luke Richards. Tries to drive. Has it knocked away. All on the floor. And we've got a whistle. And Rick O'Neill was trying to call a timeout. And Nathan Hauer was trying to come in to create a tie-up, and he was on the sideline, so the ball will go to Wellsville. Eagles triggered in, not very good signaling there by the officials. Right, Richards has it. He'll drive. Shot up off the glass is good. Wellsville had the ball and gets the bucket. Got just under 60 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Trey Rogers on the drive, hesitates. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound tipped last by Wellsville. Will stay here with West Franklin under their own basket with 50 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Ball into Fisher. Fisher holds it high, now goes to work down low, and the nice little baby hook there from Cade Fisher. Gets the bucket there. Gets the lead back down to 29, 64-35. Amold in the middle of the lane. Little floater, no good. Rebound, Trey Rogers for West Franklin. Brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Cade Fisher. Thought about the three. Now he tries to send a cross-court pass to Rogers. It was deflected. It'll go out of bounds and stay again with West Franklin. Matthew Gilkey going to check in here. He'll replace Fisher. Rogers, Conway, Gilkey, Berzer, and Hauer, the 5 on the floor for the Falcons. Gilkey will get it to Berzer out top. Trey Rogers, right side. Gets it to Nathan Hauer. Nathan has another look at a three. This one just a little bit off rebound. Luke Richards, 8 seconds remaining. Richards pushes it quickly up to Swanson. He tried to get it over to Showalter. Pass is deflected there. Howard tries to put one up at the buzzer. No good. And we reach the end of quarter number 3. Wellsville 65. West Franklin 35. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
What if you were rewarded for shopping? Sutton's Jewelry is doing just that. Receive $10 cash back for every $100 purchase at Sutton's. Treat yourself at Sutton's or use as a gift. It's your choice. And speaking of choices, Sutton's has an extensive selection of engagement rings, wedding sets, diamonds, gemstones, gold, contemporary metals, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, watches, and every piece qualifies for the $10 cash back on every $100 purchase. Offer good through February 14th. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main Street, Ottawa.
Back in action here. Wellsville puts up a shot, no good. Rebound brought down by West Franklin. Cade Fisher with it, thought about the three. Now he's going to pull up from about 15, partially blocked there. Aiden Kearney with the rebound for Wellsville, and he'll start to break the other direction. Ian Smith left side. Dribble handoff, Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey drives to the left, now finds Smith. Smith left all alone. And an easy shot in up off the glass is good for Ian Smith. Extends the lead out to 31 at 66-35. Gilkey on the drive, bumped and blocking foul going to be called here against Ian Smith. That's going to be his 5th personal foul. So he's going to come out of the ball game. Smith will check out. He's scored 6 in the ball game for Wellsville. He'll be replaced here by number 15, Dalton Pitts, checking in. West Franklin looks to get the ball inbounds. Gets it into Nate Hauer. Into the corner, Johnson. Johnson, three-pointer from the left wing, roundels around and in. First bucket of the night there for Cameron Johnson. He's now got 3 points. 66-38. Pitts going to drive baseline. Kicks it out. Gives it off to Reed. Reed's shot no good, but an offensive rebound there by Harris. He's got to Dorsey. Dorsey getting it back inside to Reed. Will kick it back out to Dorsey. Jimmy Dorsey will dribble along the top of the key. Into the corner, Harris. Thought about the three. Thought better of it. Brings it back down. Pitts on the drive. Going in. He goes up. A whistle and a foul. It's going to send Pitts to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against number 1, Nate Hauer. That's his second. His second team foul of the half on West Franklin. The first free throw from Dalton Pitts is up, and it is good. And the second one is also good from Pitts. 2 for 2 from the stripe here. A little bit of pressure, broken easily by West Franklin. Hauer on the drive. Floater as he runs across the lane is up, and it is good. Wellsville again runs the other way. Jimmy Dorsey, step back three on the way is good. That's tough to defend there. I thought Trey Rogers was in good position, but Dorsey just hit a tough shot. Gilkey kicks it out. Rogers thought about the three, gets his man in the air, and there'll be a bump, and Rogers tried to drive by Dorsey there, lost control of the ball. Dorsey will be whistled for the foul as there was a little bit of contact. Good ball fake by Rogers, and then he went baseline but took a little bit of a bump there, caused him to lose control. Rogers is going to be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 here. First free throw is on the way, and it is good. Rogers now has 4, has earned the second attempt from the stripe. Rogers, second free throw on the way, rattles around and also good. Dorsey will bring it into the front court. He's going to turn, gives it off to Zeb Harris. Harris over to Kearney. Kearney out top to Dorsey. Thought about it again, but decided to do dribble handoff here with Pitts. Pitts going to pull up from about 15. Partially blocked, but Reed is there to get the rebound in the stick bag. Dustin Reed's first bucket of the night. The lead out to 31 at 73-42. Gilkey picks up his dribble out top. Gives it off to Trey Rogers. Going to move to the right. Nate Hauer, another look at a three from the right side. This time just a little short, no good. Kearney will bring down the rebound here for Wellsville. Over to Jimmy Dorsey on the left wing. Driving in, we'll leave it off for Pitts. Pitts with an 8-footer on the way is up, and it is good. Dalton Pitts has 4 points for the Eagles. The freshman coming in, getting the first action I've seen him in this year. 5'11" freshman. Nice pass there from Rogers as he's going to find Johnson at the free throw line for the 15-foot jumper is up and good. Cameron now with 5 points for West Franklin. Carney driving in, kicks it over to Pitts, left side. He drives into the middle of the lane, tries to dump it off there for Reed. Stolen away by Fisher. Rogers looking to get it up quickly to Hauer, has it intercepted there. Carney tries to go in, but had his shot adjusted by Fisher, got the rebound, quickly kicked it out to Hauer, who had a breakaway easy layup there for another 2. Dorsey on the drive. Takes a bump. He's fouled there by number 1. That's Nathan Hauer. It's his third team foul on West Franklin. Philip Swank, Caden Conway checking into the ballgame. Nathan Hauer, Cameron Johnson, and Trey Rogers checking out. Also checking in was Shane Berzer. Wellsville comfortably ahead, under 2 minutes to go. Kearney into the middle of the lane, takes a 12-footer. Shot is up and good. Aiden Kearney's first 2 points of the night. 77-46 is the lead. Dorsey pokes it away from Gilkey, and it will stay with West Franklin as it goes out of bounds along the far side. Fisher going to throw it in. He's going to get it into Gilkey in the backcourt. Matthew Gilkey will dribble across the timeline. It's for a screen here, but able to drive right past it. Up off the glass, no good. Fisher with the tip follow is up and good. Now Cade Fisher into double figures. He's got 11. We're 77-48. Kearney won it across the timeline. Picks it out top, Zeb Harris. 60 seconds remaining. He'll dribble handoff over to Kearney. Kearney to Dorsey. Dorsey works to his right. Fisher comes out to double team, gets it down into Reed. Reed by himself, got away with the travel, but he puts it up and in. He switched pivot feet there. He tried to settle himself. West Franklin quickly the other way. They're going to have a look here. Caden Conway dumps it off. Shane Berzer up off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Wellsville. 30 seconds remaining here. Wellsville kicking across half court to Pitts. Now back out to Kearney. Like Wellsville's just content to dribble out the clock here. Zeb Harris will now get it to Dalton Pitts. Out top, Jimmy Dorsey, 20 seconds remaining. Still being guarded closely there by Berzer. Able to get free. Now we'll kick it over to Harris. Down to Dorsey in the corner. Back to Harris. A little bit of trouble with 5 seconds remaining. And Wellsville is just going to let the clock run out here as the Eagles will defeat West Franklin here by the final score of 79-48. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get to the totals from here at Wellsville High School. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back here to Wellsville High School, where the Eagle boys completed the sweep with a 79-48 victory over West Franklin here in the boys contest. A lot of points scored for the Eagles, 79 on the night. They were led by senior Cole Swanson, who had 15 points, including 3 3-pointers, 14 points for Caden O'Neill, who had 4 threes, 11 points for Drake Amel to have 3 scores in double figures for the Eagles. Ian Smith had 6, as well as Jackson Showalter with 6, 5 points apiece for Jimmy Dorsey and Luke Richards. 3 points each for Zeb Harris, Dalton Pitts, and 4 points for Dustin Reed, and 2 points for Aiden Kearney. Wellsville 79-48 victors proved to 7-8 with the victory. Leading the way for West Franklin this evening, junior Nathan Hauer. He had 17 points, including 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. 11 points for Cade Fisher to join Hauer in double figures, 5 points each for Trey Rogers and Cameron Johnson. 4 points for Matthew Gilkey and Shane Berzer, and 2 points for Philip Swank as the Falcons fall to 0-17. But here tonight, it was all Wellsville as the Lady Eagles defeated the Lady Falcons by a score of 53-28 in our first game, and the Wellsville boys defeating the West Franklin boys by a final of 79-48. Want to thank Tommy back in the studio, getting me in and out of the breaks. Got a couple games coming your way next week, both from Anderson County. First is Wellsville will travel to Anderson County on Monday night for a makeup game of a game snowed out last month, and then on Tuesday night be back down at Anderson County as Central Heights will take on the Bulldogs down at Anderson County in that matchup. We'll be covering both those games. Both we expected girls tipping off approximately 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at about 5:45, 5:50 on Monday night as Wellsville will travel and take their winning ways from here this evening with them to Anderson County. But I want to thank Tommy back in the studio and thank everybody for tuning in. You've been listening to the High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
We hope you enjoyed this Game of the Week basketball broadcast on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Kansas State Bank. Also by Adams & Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, Bank Midwest, Wellsville High School, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. For more information about our next Game of the Week basketball broadcast, log on to the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.